Wonderful. So welcome everybody today to Saybrook's Mindful Moment. My name is Dr. Shannon McLain Sims, and I am a faculty member here in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences. So thank you so much for tuning in. So it's very possible that you are joining us today because you might be feeling a little stressed right now. You might be feeling a bit uneasy about the things that are happening with all of everything that's going on in the world. It can sometimes feel really overwhelming, and it could be due to COVID and the ongoing pandemic, or maybe this really intense political climate we are in, being apart from loved ones and family members, maybe feeling a sense of unease around what the future might hold, or it could even be all of the above and more. But the good news is that we're here together and you're taking that time to be kind to your mind and your body as you're tuning in today. So just take a moment to get comfortable wherever you are. And you may wish to lie down or remain seated right where you are. Either way, taking some time to bring yourself into an easy, comfortable, and relaxed position. This is time for you. As you really get settled in, bringing yourself into this space, we'll begin by tuning into the breath. Taking in a nice, slow, grounding breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. It can be so easy for the mind to get caught up in the worries and the stresses of the world and to feel overwhelmed by trying to fix or change a situation. And we might find the more that we think of these things, the more we become worried and uncertain. All of this activity can be really exhausting. And you can probably relate to feeling tired when you've been physically rushing around all day, but the mind gets really tired as well. And so if you're feeling physically or mentally tired right now, think of this practice as a break for both the mind and the body, where we can come into the present moment. And it won't change the stressful things that are happening, but my hope is that it brings you a moment of calm and clarity and a much needed break. So you might have very strong feelings for what is happening, and that's completely okay. But taking the time to rest the mind means that hopefully you are more able to respond in a more skillful way to those feelings rather than simply reacting. There's so much out of our control, but it's always within our power to give ourselves time to rest. So we'll be spending our time moving through a very simple body scan to intentionally focus on our body. And this is a wonderful technique when we feel stressed or overwhelmed because it helps us break that cycle of thought and brings our mind into our body. So taking a moment to be sure that you are comfortable, coming back to the breath, taking nice full breaths in through the nose and exhaling fully and completely through the mouth. And with your next breath, allowing your eyes to gently come to a close if they have not already. Returning to a natural rhythm of the breath, in and out through the nose. pausing and stopping, becoming aware of the physical senses, feeling your body pressing down, those points of contact between the body and the supporting surface. Noticing any sounds around you. Really coming fully into this space that you are in. And noticing how your body feels right now. If there's a sense of stillness or restlessness in the body, heaviness or lightness. Taking a moment to really ask yourself, how do I feel right now? There's no wrong or right answer here. Just giving yourself space to acknowledge what is going on in the mind and the body. So as you settle in, resting your attention easily on the top of your head. And we're going to take a few minutes here to gently scan down through the body, placing your attention on each and every part of your body, starting with the top of your head. Still aware of the breath. Moving into the back of the head now. And with each and every breath, you're focusing your attention on your body. Moving down into the back of your neck. And dropping down into the shoulders. We often carry a lot of tension in the shoulders. So seeing if you can allow the shoulders to really drop down and relax with each breath. On the inhale, you might feel just a slight rise in tension. And with the exhale, allowing the muscles to soften and relax. Slowly moving down to the back, not trying to change any sensations here, just observing what changes as you move the mind, move the breath down through the body. Now to the lower back. Breathing into that space. Moving into your sit bones and the pelvis. And down to the back of the thighs. Melting down into your calves. In the moment that you realize you've been distracted or taken away by any thought or sensation. Just letting that go and bringing your attention back into the body. As you begin to scan down towards the soles of the feet, really feeling the connection with the floor beneath you. And not judging ourselves in any way, but bringing a sense of gentle kindness as you focus your awareness intentionally on the body. Feeling a sense of grounding this may bring as you focus on that feeling of the feet making contact with the floor. And now starting to move up to the front of the body, focusing your attention on the tops of the feet and your toes. Moving through the ankles and up the shins. Sweeping your awareness over the knees and up into the thighs. These big and strong muscles that aid us in our ability to move and walk. And coming into the front of the pelvis, in the very lowest part of your belly. And breathing into the hips, another place where we can often hold on to stress. And breathing into a sense of space, into this region of the body. Breathing a sense of calm into the area of the hips. And as you move up into your stomach, the diaphragm, your chest, just noticing here where you might also be feeling the breath. Noticing the movement of the breath in the chest, feeling the expansiveness of the diaphragm with every inhale and exhale. Letting go of tension as you move down into the arms, all the way into the tips of the fingers. The whole body really feeling that sense of space as you move back up the arms, traveling into the neck, and now into the face. Softening the jaw, softening the areas around the eyes, and moving your attention to the nose. Even the feeling of the breath coming in and out through the nose. And traveling all the way back up to the top of the head. Resting in that space. Resting the mind in your body as you open fully to that sense of ease. And in your own time, gently allowing your eyes to open if they were closed. And taking a moment to pause now before moving on to the next thing, just to acknowledge how you are feeling, how it feels to be fully present in your body, that sense of feeling grounded, perhaps. And this can be a really helpful practice to step outside of the mind and bring yourself into your body as you feel fully present with what you are doing, who you are with. And being present like this can give you that space you need to respond skillfully to those things that are simply beyond our control. Thank you so much for joining me today.